Part 4, staying at home. I had dinner with my friend Lauren last night, and she has been staying at home, working from home. And suddenly she said, all this time, she's been not going out and not doing this and not doing that, the way do the schedules get all full of this and that. She's just been staying at home. And she said her desk is suddenly clear, as if this window opened up into her life, where suddenly the one thing she had so little of, time, she now had plenty of. Something inside of her body just sort of softened and relaxed, and it seems like that's what you do on the Sabbath. You stay at home. You take a break. You stop. So now maybe it's just time to stop, to stay at home, to make dinner slowly. Or maybe in the morning, instead of racing off to work, you do take that 20 minutes to meditate the way you've promised yourself you would do when it was the New Year's resolution time, but it's gotten eaten up, the time. Maybe you step out into the garden, because you just haven't had time to do. You haven't even had time to step out into the garden, and you notice that spring has arrived, and that the flowers, the bulbs that you planted so many months ago are starting to turn into daffodils and tulips. And you hadn't seen them through the kitchen window because they were camouflaged behind the tree. And now you walk, you stroll through the garden, and there are tulips, and there are daffodils. And maybe you just go for a slow walk with your dogs, making sure that you don't breathe on anybody, nobody too close, just you and your dogs walking quietly or not quietly. They can be rambunctious. You can throw a ball. They can run after the ball. Maybe you cook. You cook your own food. You make a big salad for lunch, and you make a soup for dinner. You cook your own food. And you remember what it's like to have the flavors kind of opening themselves up in the frying pan. You can smell the flavors opening up as the heat penetrates the food. And you put food on a plate, and you remember what it's like to arrange the plate as if it's a piece of art. Orange carrots here, a little sprig of parsley there. Black beans with chopped cilantro on top, and just a dollop of red salsa. And you heat the tortilla in the toaster oven, and you sit down and you fold a napkin on your lap. You're just staying at home. You don't even turn on the TV. You decide that for a day or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, you're not going to watch Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime Video. Suddenly, you remember that you can be on retreat. You can fall away from the world, and instead of watching movies, at least for a few days, you can dance. You can put on music and dance in your living room by yourself. If you need to, you can draw the shades, so you can just fling those shades open. You can dance in your living room, and you can make up songs. I'm staying at home, I'm staying at home, I'm staying at home. I'm staying at home, I'm quarantined, I'm staying at home, I'm staying at home, I'm dancing at home. I'm singing at home, I'm staying at home, I'm dancing at home, I'm quarantined. Maybe it's just time. Maybe it's been time for a long time that we just stopped, pulled back, cut back. Remembered what it was like just to be quiet.